Hi, Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to 2025. 2025 is going to be a great year for us with Jesus in the boat. All right. So it's a new year, and I'm back to doing Bible in a year where I read the Bible from the beginning till the end throughout the year. And I get to Genesis chapter 3, where Adam and Eve fell short of God's glory, kicked against the Lord's instructions, and yielded to the devil. And God begins to tell them all of the things that would happen because of what they had done. And I get to verse 21, and the Bible says, "And Adam named his wife Eve." Now, at this point, I'm thinking this is a continuation of the curse, because when the Lord asked Adam, "Why did you disobey my instruction by eating from the tree that I commanded you not to eat from?" Adam said, "It was the woman you gave me." All right. So Adam had blamed his wife. You would think that because he felt like he was a victim of what Eve had done, when he was going to name her, he was going to name her according to the things that she had done. Because not only did she bring evil upon herself, she also brought evil of he, Adam, brought evil upon. They both brought evil on everybody. All right. And God has told her that you're going to give birth to children from pains. And God had told him that you're going to experience pain in your life, if you want to ever survive, and all of that, right? And he says, the Bible says, Adam named his wife Eve because she was going to be the mother of all the living. I find that really amazing. I find it really amazing that Adam did not name Eve the implicator. I find it really amazing that Adam did not name Eve the tempter, the seducer, the cobalizer for my Nigerians. I find it interesting that Adam did not name Eve according to the worst thing that she did. He named her according to the good that he saw in her. I also find it really interesting that before they ate from the tree that God had commanded them not to eat from, there was no place in the Bible where God said that Eve was going to be the one to reproduce, or Adam had said that Eve was going to be the one to give birth to children. God already said, yes, be fruitful and multiply, but he didn't assign who was going to be the one to give birth to human race. However, when God was telling them the repercussion of the evil that they had done, he said to the woman, "You will give birth to children in pains." And what seemed like a curse actually was what informed Adam that this woman was going to be the one to produce human race. So when we read it, we see curses, but Adam listened to all of those things. And the one thing that he was able to pick out was not the fact that she was going to be in pain. It was not the fact that she was going to leave for her husband or whatnot. It was the fact that she was going to be productive. I find that really interesting that he didn't hold on to any other thing except for the fact that she was going to be productive. And I really don't know who you are. Maybe in the past you've done something messy, you've messed up. I want to tell you today that your mess cannot cancel the mercy of God. All right? Regardless of what you've done, God can still use you to do something great. The fact that you've messed up in the past, or you have a messed up life or whatnot, does not mean that you are no longer useful or you can no longer be productive. The fact that Eve messed up and that she brought a lot of trouble does not mean that she's not going to be productive. It doesn't stop the fact that God is going to use her to produce the human race. And this is how God treats us. When you read the Bible, you read the Old Testament, you read the New Testament. When you go through the Old Testament, you see some of the errors that the prophets made. When you read the New Testament, you don't find them. You find only the good things that they've done. That's because, regardless of what you've done, God focuses on what he can use your life to do, what you can do for him, the part of your life that is still useful. And I just really want to say this, like, regardless of what you've gone through, regardless of what you've been through, regardless of how bad you think things have gotten, Jesus can help you. Jesus can bring you out of that mess. Jesus still wants to use that broken piece of your life or those broken pieces of your life for his glory. He wants to use that brokenness, that messy situation. He wants to use it for his glory. And I just really think that this would be encouraging to someone out there. Always look to the bright side, always look to Jesus, always look at what Jesus has to say and what Jesus has to do. And you'll be glad that you did. Toodles.